Welcome to episode 5 of A Stretch for the Mind, a series where we are combining the physical and the mental aspect of performance by using mobility and stretching to discuss key sports psychology concepts. Today's episode, we are going to dive into and explore confidence, and specifically how we can build confidence as well. We're going to start by if you have a mat, coming to the center of that, and you're going to get seated whatever is comfortable for you. So for me, I'm going to sit back on my feet. For other people, you might like to sit with your bum on the floor, so whatever feels good for you. And we're just going to start with some gentle movement of the head. So we're just going to focus on moving our head gently from side to side, nice and slow, not trying to rush anything or push anything to the limit. Just feeling a nice stretch along your neck and your traps as we go from side to side. One thing with confidence is it's always talked about when it comes to sports psychology. It's one of those key words, and we all know that, we want to feel confident when we're performing, and confidence does have a linear link to performance, which means, research shows that when we do feel more confident, we're more likely to perform well. But something that is important to realize is, we also don't have to feel confident all the time, and we actually won't feel confident all the time. Like, it's completely normal to have self-doubt, nerves and thoughts that maybe make us question if we're confident or not. We're going to switch the stretch for a second, and we're going to go into this forward. So looking down at the ground and then leaning up, looking up at the ceiling, or for me, the sky. Again, nice and gentle movements. Another thing that's important with confidence is that sometimes we might think that it's either something you have or you don't have. But confidence, like any skill, can be built. So these mental skills that we're discussing, they can all be built and developed and also broken down. Bringing your head back to the center, and we're just going to do some rotations. So just looking down and then coming around. I'm going anti-clockwise to start, but whatever you started with is fine. So as an athlete, as a performer, you won't feel confident 100% of the time, and that's completely okay. You can still perform. Your physical level of performance is a lot steadier than your mental level of performance. And a simple way to think about that is that confidence is a feeling. So essentially it's going to come and go, whereas your physical skills, they'll remain constant. And we're just going to switch the side that we're rotating. Come back to the center. We're actually going to switch so that we are sitting. I'm going to sit cross-legged for this next stretch, and we're going to get some rotations. So we're just going to bring both hands to one side and look over your shoulder as much as you can while keeping your bum on the ground. Switch over. So if we're saying that confidence is helpful, obviously it's useful to be able to know how to build our confidence and what even confidence can look like. And we're going to switch sides again. And something with confidence is sometimes we might think that it means, going into a performance and thinking, I can definitely win today. And that's not always the case, because if our confidence is based on purely believing that we can win, then what do we do on the days where maybe we're playing someone who we haven't beaten before, or we know that they have a really high skill level? We'll swap sides. So we actually might be better off having confidence based on things that are inside our control. So for example, my confidence going into a handball game might be, I believe that I can play well. I know that I've prepared, I've done the work, and I can perform well. So I'm not trying to convince myself that I'm definitely going to win, and that's what means I'm confident. It's like, no, I'm confident because I know, based on my ability, that I can play this sport at a high level. We'll come back to the center. You're going to stretch out one leg and you're going to reach over, stretching out the hamstring, so the back of the leg here. And you're just going to hold this position. If you can bring your head to your knee, which I cannot yet, okay? But I have the confidence that I can improve and do the stretch well over time. And an interesting thing with confidence, that it often does come down to what we focus on. So, you know, I might be joking about my ability to do this stretch. If I was super mobile, I might be able to put my head down on my knee or my shin. And if I were to look at stretching as the ability to do things like perfectly, you know, then I probably wouldn't feel that confident about being able to do this or even do this series, you know. But my confidence is based on focusing on, you know, things in a different way. So saying, you know, I can improve, then I can feel more confident in what I am doing. We're going to switch sides. So true confidence is not purely believing I'm going to win and this is going to go how I want it to go. True confidence is knowing that, you know, I might not be perfect, I might not do things perfectly, and I will adapt. I can adapt to anything that does happen. We're going to come back to the center, stretch out both legs. You're going to bring your right leg over your left like so, and then hug it into your chest. So we're stretching out our piriformis or our glute here. And one simple tool that can help us build confidence is our self-talk. The way we talk to ourselves is going to directly impact the confidence that we have or do not have. And as we all probably can experience, often our self-talk is not the kindest. It's not really bigging us up or helping us feel confident. Often it's noticing our imperfections, noticing all the things that could go wrong. What if I don't play well? What if I get beaten? What if I get embarrassed? What if I'm not prepared? So what we have to do is actually program the brain to see things a little differently. We're going to switch sides. So one thing that we're going to do together is to develop some power phrases. And this is a very simple tool that we can use to build ourselves up. So a simple way to start a power phrase is with an I am statement. So for example, I am adaptable. This is a statement that I always come back to because it reminds me that even if there is a challenge, even if this game doesn't go as expected or how I want it to go, I can adapt. I can figure out a way to play well. So that reinforces to me that this is the type of person I am. And sometimes the things that we say about ourselves, they might be like, I'm not able to do this. I'm an idiot. I'm not able to play at this level. So we want to switch that. We want to focus on, I am capable. I am able to play this sport at a high level. I am ready. So we're purposefully saying things to ourselves that help us feel confident. And it's not always that easy. So what we're going to do is practice together. So I'm going to ask everyone to finish this stretch together. We're actually going to come down just laying on the ground. You can get 2 hands on your stomach if you like. And you are going to repeat after me, either out loud or in your mind. That's okay. Repeat after me. I am adaptable. I am capable. I am learning. And we'll go again. I am adaptable. I am capable. I am learning. One more time together. I am adaptable. I am capable. I am learning. Now, I want you to do one round by yourself. Again, saying these sentences out loud or in your mind. And we can stay here for another moment. And one thing I'll leave you with is, for some people, this can feel quite uncomfortable to say these things about ourselves, to talk to ourselves in this way. So if that's the case for you, that's okay. That's a part of learning, a part of growing our confidence is realizing that, okay, my self talk typically is not the most helpful. So, slowly but surely, I'm going to practice this type of self talk with power phrases. And something you can do is write these sentences down, or maybe you can think of words that are more appropriate for you, but write these sentences down somewhere you can see them on a sticky note, on your wall, in your bedroom, or on the mirror, and actually say these to yourself every day. And that way, we become used to speaking to ourselves like this, speaking to ourselves in a way that builds our confidence, and we make this the norm. And like any skill, it will take time, but with time and purposeful practice, you will see an improvement in your confidence in general and also going into your next performance. You can remain here for as long as you like, using your power phrases. And I look forward to catching you in another Stretch for the Mind.